On this edition of Datitude, BBQ, and more, we're making T-bone steaks. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss this.
Datitude, barbecue, and more. Datitude, barbecue, and more.
Welcome back to Datitude, BBQ, and more. Today, we are going to do some T-bone steak, and it is going to taste yum, yum good. But before we get started, you know what to do. That's right. You slap that bell. You hit the subscribe button. You give me some thumbs up, and you share this video with as many people as you can so we can get the word out on how to be a great cook in the kitchen and on the grill. So as I said, today we're doing T-bone steaks. I'm super excited about it. I do want to give a shout out to my buddy Chad, who lives down in Memphis, Tennessee. Chad, this video is for you, and I hope you enjoy it today. So today is going to be a very easy cook. I'm going to be using the Pit Boss Pro Series 1600 smoker / grill, and I'm going to pump that sucker up to about 400 degrees. I'm going to cook these not in any amount of time, but instead, as always, we're going to go with an internal temperature on this. I like my steaks medium, so I usually cook mine between 128 and 130 degrees internal. If you like it a little more rare, obviously kick it back to maybe 125. If you like it a little bit more well done, go up to 135. Internal, I am going to actually post those temperatures down below in the comments so you can actually see that. And this should be a very easy cook today, very easy on the seasonings. This should not take long at all. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a juicy steak. Now, some people may ask, am I going to do the same thing if I'm cooking filet mignon or if I'm cooking ribeyes? Absolutely. We're always going to go for the internal temperature, and we're looking, again, 125 for rare, 130 for about medium, 135 for more of a well done. And so if you have that down, this should be very easy. Today, I am going to use, again, extra virgin olive oil as my binder and my Datitude seasoning as my seasoning. And here's the deal. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to bring these off of the smoker / grill, and then I'm going to let them rest for about 10 minutes because, you know, we always like to let our meat rest when it comes off the grill. So with that being said, first thing we're going to do, we're going to take the olive oil. Notice I have gloves on. If you have some grill gloves, that's great. It just keeps the mess down, and they're easy to dispose of since they're disposables. So I'm going to go ahead and pour a little olive oil on the front side. We're going to rub that olive oil in. Then, of course, we're going to season high because that's what I like to do to get all that seasoning on there. Look at that. Yumbo. All right, so I've got the front side seasoned, and you know, as I've said before in the other videos, typically I want to let these season up for about 10 or 15 minutes. But because of time and because I'm making a video today, I'm not going to do that, especially on the front side. I'm going to go ahead and just flip them over. And remember, we let the seasoning usually get in there for 10 or 15 minutes because then it binds to the meat. So again, a little olive oil. Rub it in. Like so. Once again, season high so we can get good coverage on the seasoning. I'm also going to season a little bit on the sides of the meat. I did not oil it up like I should have on the sides, but nonetheless, we're going to put it on there anyway. And that's it. That's all we have to do. Now I'm going to dispose of the gloves. And I would also like to say, before I put these steaks out on the grill, I actually have some sampler size shaker bottles now, and I'm going to be mixing up some Datitude, BBQ, and more. So if you're interested in a sample size of that, I will offer that free as of right now. And if you want that, just leave a comment in the section below, and when you do that, I will leave you my email address and you can correspond with me. I can get your address and I can send that off to you right away. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and put these on the grill. I'm thinking 10 minutes maybe before they come back off, and let them rest. This is going to be so easy, as I've already said today. So I'll see you soon. Oh my guys, look at this. I put some pads of butter on the steak. I did a reverse sear out on the grill where I put it over the open flame for a little bit. And man, it looks so good. We're going to go an overhead shot as well. And we should be ready to cut into this in about 10 minutes. I cooked it to about a 127 internal, and I can't wait to cut into it and give it a taste. Be back soon. All right, guys, we're back, and it is the moment of truth. You know, this is my favorite time of the cook because I get to taste it. This thing turned out so good. The other steak did as well. I reverse seared it, which basically means I flipped it over and I did I opened up. The Pit Boss has an opportunity to where you can open it up and expose the flame. So I exposed it to the flame for the last 5 degrees of the cook. Both sides look amazing. I put some butter on top, as you saw earlier, and let that melt in. And I've let these rest for about 10 minutes. Another thing I wanted to make sure I told you was when you put in the probe to check the temperatures, of course, if you're doing a probe that's handheld, you can just put it in right here or go off the side. If you're doing it that hooks into like an actual reader, I like to put it in right about here and run it into about right here into the middle of the meat. So with that being said, I did reverse sear it. You can see, well, you can look at all that juice. That's amazing. You can see the other side of that as well. Guys, I'm getting ready to cut into it. So let's make this happen today, and let's see how good this tastes, because I have a feeling it's going to taste good. But again, we never know until we cut into it. So I'm just, with a T-bone, I'm going to have to cut it away from the bone just a little bit. But man, it's cutting so easy. My goodness gracious. All right, I'm going to cut it more towards the middle. And we're going to go right about here. I'm going to cut off a little strip, and then I'm going to hold it up to the camera. Look at how much juice that is. That's amazing. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and put it on my fork. Look at that. Is that amazing or what? Let's get a little closer on that. That is a great cook. Maybe a little more well done than I personally would have liked, but I did let it rest for a little extended time. So anyway, the proof is in the taste. Oh, yeah. Oh, so good. Juicy. If you like juicy steak, this is where it's at. Not only is it juicy, but it picked up that smoke off the smoker. It also has been char grilled on top, so you get that char grill taste. Man, just a fantastic steak. I can't get enough. I can't wait to eat it here for my meal here in just a second. Well, guys, this is the cook. How easy was this? This was not a long video today at all. So before I sign off, I do want to dedicate this video also to my dad, who passed away last Saturday, a week ago today, and we just had his funeral yesterday. So I want to lift him up to the group of YouTubers as well. Keep him in your thoughts. His name was Norman. And also remember, slap that bell, hit the subscribe button, give me some thumbs up, and share this video with as many people as you can so we can get the word out on how to be a great cook in the kitchen. Until next time, this is Daditude. I'll see you soon.
Daditude barbecue. He's the grilling dude. Daditude barbecue. You know how we do. Let it burn, smoking meats on that smoker grill. Clouds in the sky, you can smell the flavor in the air. Daditude.